Another day in paradise. Oh well, money's money. You're going down, Scrappy.
No, 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 no!
Whoa, what happened here?
Where were you? I told you to stay put!
I've been put for weeks. I'm not a house cat.
Carol, there have been attacks all over. I needed you to watch the house.
Sheesh, I'm not your watchdog either.
Watchdog? Oh, please. You go out like all the time.
What, like you don't? Besides, what did you expect me to do? Hey, Mr. 400-ton robot, you'd better not crash into our house at Mach 5 or me and my motorcycle will really show you what's what.
That's not the... Ugh. Never mind. I don't want to fight about this.
Hey, come on, don't be like that. We can fix this, no sweat.
I know, it's just... These attacks are really getting out of control. I'm running myself ragged chasing after them all.
Pshaw! Those things don't stand a chance against world-saving pros like us.
Yeah, I guess, but this'll take weeks to fix. Months, even.
Well, why don't we just stay at Mila's for now?
She runs a lab, not a bed and breakfast. But still, maybe she'd know what to do.
Oopsie. I'll be right there. Lilac! Carol! Wow, you guys look awful. Nice to see you too.
Yeah, sorry it's on such late notice, but could we crash at your place tonight? Our house was destroyed by this giant robot, and we need a place to stay while we fix up
I brought snacks!
Please, come right in. Mi laboratorio es su laboratorio.
Say what?
Oh, never mind. Just don't touch anything that's glowing, or moving, or growling, okay? Coming! Oh, Lady Nero! What a lovely surprise!
Whoa, what are you doing here? Did your treehouse get wrecked too?
This isn't about that explosion last week, right? It was an accident, I swear! I was just trying a new chemical compound that would change the color of my clothes!
No.
Oh, okay.
But now that you've mentioned it, I'll have you file a little report once we return to Shang 2.
Oh, okay.
We return? Don't tell me.
The Magister has summoned you all for an audience.
I said don't tell me.
The Magister wants to see us? But why?
We're safer discussing this at the palace. Come.
Well, what if we don't wanna? You did kinda crash our unscripted sleepover.
It would be unwise of you to refuse.
Right, we're going.
Milo, what are you...
Hey,
You heard the lady.
What's the
Okay.
deal?
Hold on a sec!
Make that 2 reports. You will travel to Shangtu Palace and meet with the Magister immediately. You will act with proper reverence. I will not tolerate any flippancy.
No worries, Lady Nira. Hey, can you all hear me through this thing?
420, good buddy.
That's not TV, right? Cool!
Oh, wow! Am I on TV? Hi, Lilac!
Hi, Mila!
Wait, where are you guys going? She said not to do anything stupid.
And miss out on all the fun? No way! Besides, everything you do is stupid. Did you guys see my sweet moves back there? That guy was like, roar! And I was all like, wha-bam! And he was like, oh god, not the face!
Oh, sorry. I think I was in a different part of the city. But, wha-bam! All right, yeah!
Good thing we split up. Nice and quick, just the way I like it. Your Excellency.
Welcome. We appreciate your attendance on such short notice.
Why have you brought us here, oh exalted one?
I am sure you are aware of the rise in creature attacks throughout Avalis. Our intelligence suggests that this is not a coincidence. However, their connection remains a mystery. We need capable fighters to counter the attacks and discover their origin. Assist us, and you will be graciously rewarded.
What kind of reward we talking about here? Wads of cash? A statue of yours truly? A solid gold motorbike?
I think the motor would melt a solid gold bike.
Wow. Way to crush my hopes and dreams into dust, Mila.
Any gems you find on a mission are yours to keep. In addition, you may use the palace grounds as your base of operations.
What? That's not a reward. That's just picking up loose change. That's cleanup duty.
Carol, we need a place to stay. We can't just freeload off Mila. Besides, the money could help us rebuild our home.
Well, I don't know about you, but I want to find the robot that trashed our house and kick its big, shiny metal butt.
I'd like to help, but, my laboratory.
Our soldiers can transport all your equipment here easily.
Oh, that'll be great! Just make sure they're wearing safety equipment.
Have we reached an agreement?
Ladies? Magister, we accept your offer.
You render your world a great service.
What's this? Did the Magister get a new pet?
Whoa, hey, who's the new guy? Oh gosh, you're dull.
The Magister must be desperate if he's taken in strays.
There's been an attack on the museum! The culprits stole Pangu!
Pangu contains an extensive database of our history and culture. Much of its knowledge has yet to be deciphered. It must be recovered at all costs.
That's the bot that trashed our house! Hold on, I'm tagging in!
Heck no, I got this. Gonna handle this Carol style. Calm and collected. It's robot smashy slashy time! Alright, short stuff. You just got yourself a whole bunch of captured.
You broke my buddy! My friend! How could you? We were just having fun!
You don't get out much, do you, short stuff?
Do you even know how long it took to fix the microsensor bracket? I installed a high-fidelity amplifier so I could eliminate all the IR interference and use it right from the control pad. And it had a flush mount and a high-data IR encoder and a microsensor audio and wide-angle reception and a bicolor light too. And I could even use it in the sun because usually IR interference is unbearable.
What? Yo, scary lady, consider this mission history.
You fool! What are you still doing there? The thieves are getting away in their airship!
But you told me to go here in the first place.
Enough! Head to the seaport immediately! Move out!
Dummy, 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 dummy! You fell for it!
I've heard about fossil fuels, but this is ridiculous. Found me a Pangu. Am I good or am I good?
Get away from my buddy! It's mine! Mine!
No, it ain't. That robot belongs in a museum. Give it back.
Never! I'll smash you! Smash you good!
Throttle back, Tiger. Let's see what you've caught.
Corey?
Carol? Is that you?
I got her, Captain! This buddy thief is going down!
Let her go. She's off the bandit list. Family discount.
Stupid, dumb, whatever, meanie.
What are you doing here? Are you running sorties for the government now?
Yeah, things didn't really work out with the red scarves.
Ah, too bad. Those colors suited you.
Like that matters. What's this really all about, Corey? I know you're not here for me, not after how you ran out on us last time.
Way to peg the fun meter, sis. We've been over this. This line of work is no place for a kitten like you. As for what I'm here for, that Magister fellow stole something from Perusa. So, we're here to steal it back.
Pangu, right? Pretty sure that doesn't belong to you guys either, so as a favor between sisters, you should totally let me have it.
No.
Come on!
Nope.
Come on!
No. I can do this all day, sis.
Please, don't make me break out the puns.
Carol!
What? 2 Carols?
So, you must be the true mastermind behind this operation. You are under arrest.
Well, ain't this a Charlie Foxtrot of a situation? Sorry, sis. Another time.
Corey!
After her!
A decoy. Clever.
I must reluctantly agree. For a wildcat.
But look! Pango's back! Yay!
I guess that's something to celebrate. Carol, was that your sister?
Yeah, honestly, I'm totally weirded out right now, so...
Sister or not, this was an attempted robbery of a major historical artifact on Shangtuzian soil. Airspace. Both. The Magister will hear of this.
The ports have been ghosted, milady.
Excellent. And the Pangu drone?
Too much downtown action. We had to jink out of there pronto.
Unfortunate. Remember, Feline, I cannot guarantee the safety of you or your family unless you have properly fulfilled your duties.
Yes, milady.
The drone will be ours, eventually. It is only a matter of time.
Yay! She's awake!
Scanning location. Good evening, sir.
Hey, the museum got trashed, so this place is your new home for now.
Location set as home.
Now turn into a dragon!
Invalid command.
Sorry, kid. Her dragon mode had to go. Didn't want to scare the museum staff in case someone accidentally messed with it.
Boo. Lame.
I'm totally okay with that. I'd hate to fight that thing again. Though I kind of miss riding it.
I've informed the Magister of today's events. That woman is now on the official terror watch list for all of Shangtu.
That's probably for the best.
For the best? That's my sister we're talking about.
The watch list is designed with the safety of Shangtu and its citizens in mind. Your frankly nebulous familial ties don't even come into it.
Whatever. Does this map screen thingy get TV?
Do you hate Mondays like we do? Then come on down to the Battlesphere for Mayhem Monday! Face down the awesome power of our BattleBot Brigade! And don't forget about our knuckle-busting Battle Royale! Where fighters from all around the globe duke it out for a chance to win the grand prize! Are you a bad enough dude to survive the Battlesphere? If you are, you'll face me, Captain Kalaw!
Must be 13 years or older to apply. The Battlesphere is not responsible for death, dismemberment, injuries, or hair loss of any kind. This advertisement is brought to you by Mayor Zhao and Zhao Entertainment Corporation. Grand prizes are subject to change at the discretion of Mayor Zhao at any time and are non-negotiable. All entrance fees are non-refundable.
Enter now!
Carol? Why are you going to Shangmu?
Battlesphere, gonna fight, gonna get me some grand prizes!
Whoa, what now? What about, our missions from the Magister?
Can't talk, robot smashy time!
You came back! We were worried about you,
Relax, Miss Fuzzy Pants. I just needed a break before heading out again. Got held up by robots and stuff on the way there.
Robots, huh? I'm not surprised, but we can't just leave them alone, so maybe it'd be best
You
if...
want a Battlesphere too, don't ya?
Shh! Not so loud! I'll go get the others, okay?
Aw, yeah! Road trip!
Our next contestant is, this random cat girl!
Booyah! Piece of cake!
Child's play.
So what now?
Whoa! Looks like somebody didn't get the memo. Only the last fighter standing can ultimately face the champion of the Battlesphere!
Oh, right. Does that mean what I think it means? Because if it does, I don't like what it means.
Alright, here's the plan. You guys take the fall, and I'll take on the champ.
No, you have done well to come this far, but facing the champion is my responsibility.
What? You don't think I can handle this?
Guess we're going to have to settle this the hard way, huh?
Oh, I've been waiting a long time for this!
Good luck with the rest, and don't get cocky!
I'm okay. Don't worry about me. You did great.
Do not foul this up.
Ladies and gentlemen, the self-proclaimed defender of the defenseless, the Red Wing of Justice, our very own champion of the Battlesphere, Captain Kalaw!
My gosh, it's you! It really is you! Captain Kalaw is actually here, and I'm here, and this is real, and breathe, Carol. Breathe.
You have fought well, citizen. I, Captain Kalaw, acknowledge your fort.
Is that right? Well, I'm part of a totally cool, mysterious fighting force from the other side of Avalon. You should totally join us.
Is that so? Very well. I will make time to listen to your intriguing offer.
But first, I dare you to face one final challenge. That's right, folks! The champion himself will decide what a contestant's final challenge will be. This calls for a race!
Aw, yeah! This is why I put on my punching gloves.
Excellent, citizen! That enthusiasm is what I like to see.
I don't believe what I'm seeing, folks! Our newcomer has beaten Captain Kalaw's challenge!
I have tasted defeat! Victory is yours!
I'm so sorry, Captain Kalaw, but we really need your help. I mean, the scary lady does. I'm totally awesome, just like you.
Very well. My people will review your request and pertinent details, but first, I would tend to some unresolved matters. I will message you once I'm done. You have my word.
All right, totally awesome team up for the win!
Here to present the grand prize for the Battle Royale is the honorable, handsome, and highly humble leader of our fair city, our very own Mayor Zhao!
Thank you, everyone! Thank you! Allow me to present the grand prize! Everyone stand back! This is going to be good! Your reward is... coupons for you and 5 of your friends to dine at City Hall in glorious downtown Shangmu.
What? Thank you, Mayor Zhao! What an honor!
I suppose I could use a free hot meal.
Hot meal? It's funny because you...
I know. Hilarious.
Glorious! Thank you all for competing. See you next time. No refund, seriously.
You were right about those fighters. Shang-Tu breeds them tough, I'll grant them that. But they're nothing that the captain can't handle at full strength.
Good. But I have no intention of underestimating them. Nothing can be left to chance. Not this time.
That was so awesome! Except for the part where we didn't win anything. That was stupid.
Look on the bright side. We got the captain's attention.
And we can eat at Mayor Zhao's mansion whenever we want!
Yeah, I guess.
King Dale of Shuigong is asking for our help. Apparently, they need to track down a thief that's been stealing weapons.
Shuigong has become a close ally. It would be our honor to assist them in their time of need.
Carol the Wildcat, at your service.
The sun hasn't even set yet. Seems like these infernal devices are useful after all. So, he sent you, did he? Very well. We need you to track down a thief. A large portion of our weapons and steel reserves have mysteriously vanished. And no, I am not imagining things.
How much you wanna bet it's Spade?
My brother wouldn't steal from me. I'd bust him up good. Anyway, we believe the supplies were taken north, but I don't want to send my soldiers out there until we know who or what we're dealing with.
That all you got? Fine, alright, whatever. Maybe the thief has a robot I can blow up. Big guy, what brings you all the way out here?
Magister sent me. Well, my nose anyway. Thought you could use a bloodhound on your team.
Detective Mila is on the case too.
Or two.
The first rule of detectiving is to never let your mark know you're there. Ain't that right, partner?
I'm not your partner.
Hello? Focus!
It's fine. We can split up to cover more ground. So, what's the sit rep?
Dale wants us to go north. That's pretty much it.
Fine. Let's get this over with.
I got a bad feeling about this.
What are they?
Aliens, big guy. Robot aliens.
Whatever. I'll just give them a one-way ticket home, courtesy of the 100-hook punch. Let's make like math tutors and divide their numbers. I'll see you on the other side.
Welcome. Please state your identity.
Totally not an intruder?
I'm sorry. I did not understand. Totally not an intruder. Did you mean intruder?
Well, it was worth a shot. Bring on the punching bags!
Enemies detected. Execute slaughter sequence.
Move it!
Oh, this bites! I hate being the damsel in distress. At this rate, Mila'll show up to pull my hiney out of the fire.
The pup's keeping watch outside. I'm here to help you search the place. Or punch things, probably.
Have you found the thief?
Nah, but I did kinda sorta run into a bunch of those alien robots that almost took over the world a few years back.
What? Revan's back?
This is no time for one of your practical jokes, Wildcat.
I'm serious.
She wouldn't joke about something like this. I believe her. Still, could he really be behind all this?
That remains to be seen. Investigate the situation and find out who is controlling them. In the meantime, I will assemble a strike force if necessary.
Come on! I don't have all day!
No! Shut up!
That was Mila.
Fine! Then by the will of Lord Brevin, I sentence you to death!
Carol!
Hand over that robot! I, General Serpentine, command it!
Yeah, no. I don't think so. Uh-oh, wait a sec. Does that mean that Brevin?
That's right! Tremble in fear. Once Lord Brevin returns, it will all be nothing but a pitiful smear on the shattered remnants of this wretched planet!
Oh, so he's not actually here? Yeah, almost had me worried there for a second.
Fortunately for you, you've caught me in a charitable mood. So here's the deal. You give me the robot, and I won't blast you and your friends into the stratosphere!
I'll take my chances.
Yeah! Fine! Then die! You'll pay for this!
So this serpentine was behind the incident. A relief, to say the least.
I'm just glad to hear that Brevin's not back. I came running as soon as I heard.
Father.
Wait, that robot thing is his dad?
No. His father, the previous king, was murdered by the intergalactic warlord Brevin. We chased Brevin off our world, but not before he left his mark on us.
Oh, yeah. Heard the stories. Sounded made up. Didn't even think they could be true.
I wasn't strong enough.
No, you weren't.
That was harsh, scary lady.
There was nothing you could have done differently. But look at you now. You are the king of Shuigong. Your people look to you for guidance and leadership. You've only grown stronger since that day, Your Majesty. And you do your father's memory proud.
My people and I will take over from here. If the monster has truly returned, you will be the first to know.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
No. Thank you.
This is Maria Note reporting live. We interrupt this program to bring you a special news flash. Mayor Zhao has been kidnapped. He is currently being held hostage somewhere in the Globe Opera. Eyewitnesses say he was taken by mechanical creatures that emerged from Shangmu's River Delta.
What the? Guys, come quick!
Yes, we've just received word that the military has been deployed to maintain order. Citizens are urged to remain calm and to stay in their homes.
We're getting a call. On screen.
Hello, friends! Funny story. Well, not so much funny as completely horrifying! But you see... Okay, so long story short, they're gonna kill me if you don't give them what they want, so please, just do what they say and get me out of here!
Magister, how I've longed to see that look in your eyes.
Is that a water dragon?
That's impossible. What trickery is this?
No trickery at all, Magister. Such deception would be the purview of your grandfather, not I.
You speak nonsense.
Truly? Then why not tell your students what's really going on? Poor hatchling. I'd laugh if it weren't such sad irony.
I don't know who you are, but I'm going to make sure you don't hurt anyone else. This land is protected!
Hatchling, have you ever wondered what happened to all of the water dragons?
Enough! What do you want?
What I want is for you to answer for all that you've done. But for the time being, I have more pressing concerns. This is Bakunawa. Magnificent, is she not? But she is missing a vital component. The drone you call Tengu. The one that's in the room with you right now. I'd like to have it. Bring it to the Globe Opera. You'd better hurry, though. Red pandas are very much my favorite snack. See you soon.
Magister, who was that? Magister?
Our worst fears realized. A merciless centurion from a time when our land was ravaged by war. A creature bred for battle, with a lust for bloodshed. Murga.
So what's she need the robot for?
Some kind of data in its memory banks, perhaps? Something crucial to the operation of this Bakunawa. That pilot, Corazon. She demanded that robot as well.
Kari isn't with her! There's no way she'd do that!
If you say so. An unfortunate coincidence, then.
Let me go after her! Please, Your Excellency!
I acknowledge your strength, brave Dragonblood, but her power is unlike anything you or your companions have ever faced before. Still, perhaps there is a slight hope that she can be reasoned with.
Somehow, I don't think she wants to talk.
Yeah, and the thought of just giving her the drone gives my stomach the rumblies.
What about the one we took from Snake Man? It looks just like Pangu. Maybe it could fool her?
Yeah, a fresh lick of blue paint and nobody'll tell the difference.
A fair enough distraction. We must buy as much time as we can to free the mayor. But first, we need to find a way inside that won't draw attention.
Wah.
On screen.
Come in, my Shang-Tusian friends. This is Captain Kalaw.
Perfect timing, Captain. We have an emergency.
I am aware of the mayor's kidnapping threats. I believe that together, we can quickly resolve this most dire of situations.
You have our gratitude, Captain. Do you have the mayor's location?
Indubitably. Mayor Zhao was last seen in the central theater area.
We'll meet you there.
Stay vigilant, friends. Anything could happen. This drone is dripping wet! This blue is not a judicious color.
Yeah, that label probably meant 20 to 24 hours, not minutes, huh?
I'm approaching the rendezvous point. Show yourself, you pugilistic Physignathus! I, Captain Kalaw, bring an offering of peace!
Come in, Cap. Is everything all right over there? Are you there? Captain? What happened?
We have to hurry. If the captain is in trouble, we need to save Zhao right now. Mayor Zhao? Where are you? Say something if you can hear us!
I smell someone. It's Captain Kalaw!
Captain, he's all right. Hey, Cap, glad you could make it.
Captain, did you meet up with Murga? Did she fall for the decoy? Captain?
There's someone behind him!
Corey, what are you in short stuff doing here?
They're with the monster.
What? That's crazy, scary lady.
Wrong! We're all buddies and best pals over here.
What? What the heck's going on? You're all working for Murga? Are you all brainwashed or something?
No, Carol. Believe it or not, I'm doing this for you.
Some injustices can never be forgiven.
Where is Murga? Everyone, stand your ground.
Right.
Why can't I sense her?
So, hatchling, you've come after all.
Where is Zhao?
Captain, if you'd please.
He's okay. Let's get out of here.
I think not. Now that all the players have gathered, it is time for this performance to end.
But you have Pangu, right? We did what you asked.
We had a deal, Murga.
The deal did not include distracting me so you could free this miserable speck of a man. Besides, even without my informant, I could clearly recognize the machine you brought as a fake.
Whoa! Giant fish lady was a ghost?
A hologram. She was never here in the first place.
Take care of our guests. A delight, ladies.
General, come in. Gong, do copy.
Nuh-uh, spoilers! Nothing's getting in or out, thanks to my signal jammer playmate, Casual Acquaintance number 47!
All fighters, fangs out! You're not actually going to fight your own sister, are you?
Of course not. I would never hurt my beloved sibling. You, fight my beloved sibling.
Of course.
How is this any different?
Captain, don't do this! Not only because I still think you're cool and stuff, but didn't I already beat you once the first time?
That was the old Captain Kalaw. A Captain Kalaw that was holding back. Now, he has awakened his true strength with the flames of burning justice!
Well, this is gonna suck.
Come on, gang. Split them up and take them down.
A most invigorating warm-up, brave fighters. But the battle is just beginning.
Behold! My greatest playmate yet! The BFF 2000!
Fighters, form up!
3,
2,
1!
activate!
Beast 1, checking in!
Beast 2, checking in!
Beast 3, checking in!
Combat mode, execute! Look! A way out!
Come on!
Kari!
She'll be fine. We need to leave. Now!
No, don't mind me. I have this perfectly under control. Wriggling to freedom is my forte. How did they get tighter?
Gong, do you copy? Magister! Ascal! Anyone! Useless!
This was a trap from the beginning. We need to get back to the Magister.
Run, dragon! As fast as you can!
What about us?
Don't worry. I have a cunning plan.
This is so uncool.
Move aside, hatchling! He will answer for his people's crimes, and then we can talk.
No! I won't! Not like this! There has to be a better way than this!
Like what? Diplomacy? The art of offering one hand in friendship, while the other holds a dagger behind their back? No, never again. Earth dragons are schemers and liars!
Lilac, what's going on? Oh boy, a lot, I'm guessing.
Your Excellency, what have they done to you?
And so the cavalry arrives, just in time to witness your Magister's fatal indictment.
Ascal, of all people, it was you?
Sorry you had to find out this way, Nira. I'll explain everything later, but right now, the Magister has to go.
I've already gone through the trouble of sparing one panda today. I don't intend to do so a second time.
The lives and ideals of this kingdom are but an extension of my own. I will not yield!
You think to stop me? Come then, show me your resolve.
We will bring peace and stability to this city at any cost! We will not bow down to traitors!
Nira, stop!
That's it! We're out of here!
Let them go. We have what we came for.
What about the Magister? He needs to answer for everything he's done.
If he wants to prolong his suffering, then so be it. His time will come soon enough. And if any of his allies return, I will kill them.
No! No!
That's enough, Nira! We've lost!
Cowards! How could you all just run away?
Nira, it wasn't a battle we could win. Right now, we have to get everyone to safety. Then we can figure out what to do.
It's my home.
It'll be okay, Lady Nira.
Forgive me.
We should get moving.
I should have known better than to trust again.
You have all done this world a great service. As long as my plans advance appropriately, your city will not be harmed. Bakunawa will rise.
Ascal must have been talking to them behind my back. Even as I was training him, I should have been paying more attention. I failed my kingdom.
Is a fish at fault when it takes a fisherman's bait? Perhaps. But the fisherman's role should not be ignored.
Okay. I think I get that, Magister. Course, now I'm hungry.
Me too.
I'm starving.
Wait a minute. I hope I still have them.
The coupons! Free dinner!
And shelter. Let's head to Shangmu.
Your Excellency.
It is a sound idea.
Oh, it's you! Welcome!
Hi, Mayor Zhao. We're ready to redeem our coupons.
Oh, but of course! Just step right this way. Who's that?
That's the Magister, you rube. Pay your respects.
Oh, oh, boy, is this, awkward.
It's a long story. Can we explain it all inside, please?
Oh, I know I'm gonna regret this. Come on. This is absolutely horrible! Catastrophic! Who's going to be my Battlesphere champion now?
A talking fish just took over all of Shang-Tu, and that's what you're worried about?
Yeah. Oh, but also dibs on the Battlesphere champion title?
So can we stay here?
I suppose I could squeeze you all in the library. Follow me.
Your Excellency, about what Murga was telling us, was any of that true?
Yes.
Why?
It was a different time. We were at war. We had no choice.
No choice? How was almost wiping out an entire race even a choice?
There are no good choices in war. There is only survival, and the means to achieve said survival. Surely someone of your upbringing would understand that.
Oh no! Don't you dare try and guilt-trip me! I never killed anyone when I was in the Red Scarves!
And yet, did you not behave in a manner contrary to your true self, simply because to do otherwise would invite the scorn of your peers? Did you not comfort yourself with the hopeless lie that you were a good person, in spite of the crimes you committed? The sins you inflicted?
You don't know what you're talking about! You don't know anything!
Hey, that's enough! That's still the Magister you're shouting at. Besides, this here is a library.
Good evening, my lovely fugitive guest. Dinner is served.
Delish. Oh man, I totally forgot how hungry I was.
I'm not really that hungry. Not after what happened tonight.
Speaking of which, tonight has not been easy. We have lost the battle, but the war is not over yet. We need to devise a strategy. Murga is a threat to all of Avalis.
Yeah, and I doubt you'd want her coming to visit your city again, Zhao.
If that fish face so much as lays a single foot in my city, she'll be fried! Like this plate of fried plantains right here. Yeah, only more like blackened bananas, as these babies have clearly been cooked to golden perfection.
Woohoo! Pass me some of that, will ya?
One moment. Here you are!
Focus!
So what do we know about Murga, anyway? I mean, what else?
Murga comes from a time when Shang-Tu was at war with the island nation of Perusa. She was uncontrollable, laying waste to entire armies single-handedly. My ancestors were unable to end her, but they did devise a way to contain her. They sealed her and her destructive potential away with the power of the Kingdom Stone.
The Kingdom Stone. So when the stone was shattered, that Brevin, another calamity we can lay at his feet.
But what else? Murga seems to be completely set on her vengeance. Why? All the water dragons are gone now. And then there's Bakunawa. Just what is that thing? There's so much we don't know, and the only people who can tell us are long dead.
Oh, those people may be dead, but there's no reason why they can't talk. Well, not literally talk, I mean, but My library has the largest collection of historical texts in all of Avalis. I'm sure I have a few books written by people who lived in those times.
Wow, that sounds super neat! I'd love to read them!
Certainly! Our rental fees are very reasonable.
Then I will commit myself to research. Perhaps an answer to our current predicament lies within those texts.
I'd love to help too! If that's okay, Your Excellency.
A second pair of eyes would be useful.
Yeah, while you guys read, I'm gonna go find Corey and talk her out of this.
What? Absolutely not. She's with them. That makes her our enemy.
She attacked us, Carol. She put you in danger.
Okay, fair points all around, but listen, I know how she thinks. It's all about money to her. If you, drop some moolah on me to bribe her or something, I'm sure she'd switch sides just like that.
Everything you just said does not help your case in the slightest. A mercenary who would work for the highest bidder and change loyalties at the drop of a hat is inherently untrustworthy.
I concur. It would be an unnecessary risk.
Come on, we could use her help. She has that huge airship thing too.
Don't mean to toot my own horn here, but fastest airship in the country right here.
We appreciate the gesture, and we shall avail ourselves of that service as well.
Oh, well, I didn't mean... I guess I did but...
It is settled. The mercenary is too great a risk. We must focus on the immediate task ahead of us. Assess the threat of Murga, and stop this Bakunawa.
Corey's in big trouble if I don't do something. Hold on, sis. I'm coming. My communicator? I thought I'd turned it off.
About time you picked up.
Wait, Spade?
Carol, it's been a while.
Yeah, what's up with you?
I'd prefer to tell you in person. Meet me in the basement at Goldie's. Can't miss it.
New entry, Cordelia, personal. Subject, Ocean Dweller rumors. There's been talk of some kind of new threat arising from the Ocean Dwellers. A champion of immeasurable power, biologically engineered for war. I don't know how substantial these rumors are, but given their current level of righteous descent, I wouldn't dismiss their ability to craft such a beast. Father is convinced that we've run out of options for dealing with these savages. If that's the case, then there isn't much time left. I have to act without his permission. I will leave the capital and head for Perusa to negotiate some kind of peace with the Ocean Dwellers. Surely they'll listen to reason. We're all living on this planet together after all. End entry.
Yo, how's it going? Yo, my main man, Magister. Yo.
Well, this is an unexpected development. You do realize the others are out looking for you, do you not?
Yeah, and I bet Scary Lady's at the head of the pitchfork mob too. But look, that's not why I called. I found some kind of recording talking about Murga.
Truly, this is excellent news. Tell me, what did the recording say?
Something about Murga being some kind of champion. And the person who made the recording said her name was Cordelia.
Intriguing. And Cordelia? Princess Cordelia? I will look into the matter. Keep an eye out for any more recordings, but focus on the imminent threat of Bakunawa.
Oh, sure. Yup, imminent threat focusing. That is something I will do, in a roundabout way. Please don't tell anyone I called.
Do endeavor to make peace with your friends. They worry about you, and this is incredibly awkward for the rest of us.
Long time no see.
Long time no see. How have the scarves been lately?
Oh, the usual. Criminal proclivities for fun and profit.
Sweet. So what'd you want?
My brother heard about the attack. He's doing everything he can to avoid an all-out war with an ancient water dragon. In the meantime, I'm just doing my part to save the world.
I don't know if you know this, but you're not exactly the heroic type. Or trustworthy. Or anything positive I can think of at all, really. I'm here to track down my sister. That's all that matters to me.
In that case, you're totally in luck.
What, really? Wait, what's the catch?
Relax. Big Bro's the one foot in the bill. He'd, bust me up good if I didn't do my job right.
That didn't sound friendly. Is that a volcano?
Oh, it's a hotspot, all right. Those volcanoes should be dormant. Plus, a bunch of robots have moved into the region, and they are definitely not friendly.
Gotta be Corey. And whatever that monkey thing is she's been hanging out with, I guess.
So, you in?
I guess you're cool enough to join the Carol Corps.
Whatever. Hang on, I'll update your map. These are the leads I've dug up so far.
Awesome, let's do this! Carol the Wildcat to the rescue!
A massive fight is happening in the jungle nearby.
Sounds like Short Stuff's handiwork, and I bet my sister's not far behind either. Crap, not him again.
You can't hide from me, monkey boy! Return the syntax room to me at once, else my overwhelming power will blow your mind into a million pieces!
No way, Ashtray! I found it fair and square!
Yeah! Your voice is so annoying! Just give me the robots!
No, your voice is annoying! Prepare to meet science!
No, your voice is annoying! And I fire my missiles!
No ammo.
What? You're giving up already? What happened to finding your sister?
If I know my sister, and I do, she's staying the heck out of this one. Way too many explosions.
You're just going to leave syntax in the hands of one of those mech-head bozos?
I guess. I mean, sure, that's pretty horribly bad. But what else am I gonna do? Jump into all that, steal syntax, and then get out of there before they even notice?
Yes, but that Red Scarf's training to good use.
I hate it when my sarcastic ideas
You can run, but you can't hide!
Who else got invited to this party?
Hey, get away from her! She's mine!
And you must be Short Stuff. Sorry, but we'll be taking this now.
No! She's the heart of my latest, greatest buddy yet! The BFF 3000! With her as the conduit, all three combiners can be operated by a single pilot! Maximum action, maximum firepower, maximum...
Uh-oh. Bad stuff about to go down.
Re-established. Hello, General Sweet.
Hello indeed! So kind of you to fix my throne for me, monkey boy.
Hey! No fair cheating, you cheater!
I am not cheating! I'm just smarter than you, and now nothing will stop me from... As I was saying, nothing will stop me from...
Stop physics! You'll be sorry when Murga shows up! We're gonna wake up Bakunawa, and she's gonna take me to outer space! Space!
Ha! Looks like we've got a junior astronaut here. Then join me. The great and generously giving Lord Brevin is always looking for new recruits.
Heads up, Short Stuff. That's totally not a good deal. Trust me.
Oh, yeah! Stop it!
Fine! Then witness the power of a fully operational syntax! Initiate code black!
As you wish, sir.
Yes! The infection is perfection! Your army is mine now! Go forth! Eliminate them!
So, hey, this is like the most awkward time possible, but, truce?
ya. Fighters, activate!
I don't even know what's going on anymore.
Say activate!
Fine, activate!
Activate.
No. We all have to say activate at the same time.
What? There's no way that's an actual thing we have to do to start the giant robot!
Get out of my sight, eyesore!
Activate!
Impossible! This can't be! With the power of syntax, I should be invincible!
Victory! And now what's yours is mine! Huh? Where did my playmates go? Guys? Hello? You guys are jerks!
Ha! Carol 1, shortstop and Snake Guy 0.
Good hustle out there. Got the old adrenaline pumping with that massive pile-up. And we won ourselves a prize for all our trouble. We make a pretty good team, huh?
Yeah, kinda like old times, only with way more giant robot shenanigans.
So, why don't we keep doing this? You know, make this partnership thing a little more long-term.
I'm flattered, but you're not really my type, Spade.
I'm talking about rejoining the Red Scarves, dummy. You're still wearing the colors even.
Oh, yeah, nah. The thing about organized crime is it's organized crime. I'd be happy to never see my face on a wanted poster ever again. Besides, Lilac would kill me.
But Lilac isn't here right now. None of your so-called friends are.
Look, I wouldn't be here if they understood my sister the way I do, and I can't blame them for not wanting to trust her. She's doing this thing with Murga for a reason, and I'm going to find out why, even if I have to do it with face punchies.
Always with the face punchies.
It's what a Carol does best.
This was on the news before you arrived.
Brothers and sisters of Perusa, I, Captain Kalaw, have returned to resolve your looming volcanic crisis. With the power of geothermal science and my superb physical strength, I shall divert all of that harmful subterranean pressure and siphon it into the sea, where it shall be rendered harmless. Worry not and rejoice, good citizens. The Red Wing of Justice is on the case.
This could be good. I mean, maybe Cap's helping out. He's saving Perusa. Maybe. Why do you have to be a bad guy, Cap?
Well, besides that, Captain Cornball over there's been setting up beacons all over the island. Probably all a part of his egotistical plan. Plus, the Siguata's in the area. We've confirmed it. We might be able to catch your sister if we hurry.
Finally! I bet Corey's here to help the captain with his bacon thingies. Smashing them up nice and good should get her attention.
Hold it right there, villain!
Captain Kalaw, it's you again! I just remembered I shouldn't be excited about that.
What? It's just you? Well, I suppose you will have to do. Say your absolute worst, villain. Go on. Let everyone see you for the splenetic Shangtusian terrorist that you are. Your monstrous attacks on peace will be broadcast on every channel in Perusa. And I, Captain Kalaw, will be the legendary hero who strikes you down.
Are you serious? Joining Giant Fish Lady, betraying our trust. It was all for ratings?
Close up, please. Now witness the Red Wing of Justice reborn! Now you've done it. I am the terror that cries for justice! Impossible. Justice has fallen this day.
Come on, Cap. There's no way someone working with giant fish lady is on the side of justice.
Incorrect, villain. Murga relayed to me the horrid tale of the Magister's foul crimes against this world. To fight against such inequity, I, Captain Kalaw, would become the hero that Avalis deserves.
But you were already a hero. You were the Battlesphere champion.
Battlesphere champion. What kind of hero sits in a playground all day, waiting for evil to come to him? I am a joke, an action figure. A fake legend prancing around for my beloved citizens' amusement. As if I could care any less about them sitting at home, stuffing their faces, watching me grapple for sport. But not anymore. This time, I will be the hero. This time, I will be the one who saves the world. And no one is going to stand in my way!
Ahem.
Which is what Captain Kalaw would say had Captain Kalaw been brain-sucked by villainous Shang-Tusian terrorists. But fear not, good citizens. I, Captain Kalaw, the Red Wing of Justice, have broken free of their dastardly programming and will live on to fight another day. Hyah!
Come on, no one's gonna fall for that. Cory! Yes! I found you! I found you! I'm gonna be on you like a Girl Scout with a boatload of cookies! Cory! Don't even think about running away this time!
Sis, if you're here, that means your crew isn't far behind.
No, it's just me. I left to look for you. They said that we couldn't trust you, that I couldn't trust you. But we're sisters. We shouldn't be fighting like this. We should be going out on shopping dates and illegal sky races like normal sisters. Cory, please, come back with me. Forget Murga. We can work things out. Wow, that worked? Also, since when were you a hugger?
Don't worry, little sis. I've got this.
What?
Snacks in the box. Pick you up in a few days. Sorry, sis. This is for your own good. Love, Corazon.
Ah! She's worse than Lilac!
Well, well, what do we have here? If it isn't the little furball!
Oh, it's just you.
Excuse me? Do you know who I am? I am the all-powerful General Serpentine!
Yeah, heard that song and dance before. What do you want, Snake Boy?
Why, your complete and utter loyalty to me, of course. Join me, and together we'll obliterate that blue shrimp and take Bakunawa for ourselves!
No thanks. I'm good.
I'm not sure you've realized, but you don't actually have a choice. Unless you plan to starve out here in a rickety old boat.
I have food. See? What the? Raisins? Cory! So, what's the plan? Want me to blow stuff up?
I'll be the one who blows stuff up around here!
This is the worst. Call me paranoid, but all those volcanic eruptions can't be good for the island, can they?
Yep. Not sure what we can do to help out, but I found the epicenter of the volcanic activity. Coincidentally, your sister's ship was spotted in that area a while ago. Can't confirm if it's still there, but could be worth a look.
Sounds like a twofer. Save Perusa from becoming Magma Town and pick up Cory's trail. Win-win.
This is the fastest ground route to the volcano.
Seriously? Fine, whatevs. I got this. treatment, huh? That's Corey's ship. And Zhao's too? What the heck is going on over there?
I'm guessing that Zhao wandered into Corey's airspace, and now he's thoroughly regretting that decision.
Ugh, that guy's annoying, but he doesn't deserve this. Alright, new plan. Distract Corey from attacking Zhao, then stop the volcano from erupting. I got this. Whoa, hey there, big guy.
Good. You're here. Saves me the trouble of hunting you down.
I've got better things to do. Get lost.
Not happening. You've caused us way too much trouble.
Of course, as soon as you switched over to Murga's side, you get super ridiculously powerful. Of course.
Hardly. I could always manipulate stones and gems. This whole place is made of the stuff. And that's why it's gonna be your grave.
Not a chance. You're going down, traitor.
You're mine. Impossible.
Impossible is what a Carol does.
Fine. Get lost. But let me tell you something. You're the bad guys here. And in the end, Murga will set things right.
Yeah, nah. See you later, big guy. Alright, Operation Annoy the Heck Out of Sis is a go! Wow, that really takes me back. Hey, Corey, what did one volcano say to the other volcano? I lava you! This is taking our relationship for granted. Maybe we could work things out if I were a little bolder.
Stop.
I think we've really hit rock bottom.
Stop.
I'd hate to make a mountain out of a molehill, but things between us have been pretty rocky.
Stop!
Let's talk about the old times. Get a little sentimental.
For crying out loud, that's enough!
Rock pun!
I'm gonna pin you under a boulder.
Yeah, you better run. Okay, now to stop. Volcano, just gotta catch my breath. What?
Your guess is as good as mine. On the upside, it looks like the lava's pouring into the ocean, so nobody's getting turned into charcoal today.
What? No way! I didn't even get to start on that! Well, at least I managed to pun Corey away. Score one for Carol.
Yeah, throwing rocks at people is what I do when I want to talk to them too. Looks like a fail on both fronts there. But hey, at least Zhao is safe, right?
Huh?
Thanks for the fun times. Unfortunately, I've got bills to pay and errands to run. Consider the robot my service fee. Have fun saving the world.
I knew it! This is just so like him!
Bah! Let him scurry away like the rat he is. Once I have Bakunawa within my grasp, the whole world will tremble before me!
Shut up!
What? How dare you! The loquacious general... Oh, my nose! I only have one of those, you know!
I have had it! I am sick and tired of people like you, like Spade, like my sister, just doing whatever they want and expecting everyone else to pick up after them and... Oh, jeez, who am I kidding? I really messed up. Maybe I should go back and find the others.
Yes, so we can eviscerate them!
No! All right, here's how it goes. You work for me now, and that means no more eviling.
Fah! And why should I acquiesce to your command?
I've beat you up twice so far. Want to go a third time?
Something up his sleeve. Spade's
Huh?
such a car.
Who's that?
Look on the bright side.
Hey, I know those voices.
Right? That scent. And that other scent. Carol!
Carol? Serpentine! Carol, quick! Get behind us! We'll cover you!
What are you guys doing here?
A better question.
What is he doing here?
Hold up, it's cool. We're on the same team now. The green team.
So it's treason then.
Yes! The furball works for me now! And together we will make Bakunawa mine!
No. Backspace, bro. You work for me.
Do you think this is some kind of a game, Wildcat? You've led us on a wild goose chase, jeopardizing the safety of millions.
Look, I know it was a bad idea. Now, it was a family thing. I wasn't thinking straight, and it didn't end well. So let's just let bygones be bygones, eh? Oh, sorry, scary lady.
What? No henchman of mine is going to apologize to anyone but me! Scratch her face!
That's enough! We need to set aside our issues. Carol wants Cory, and Serpentine wants Bakunawa, and Nira wants Carol's head on a stick. Okay, but none of that is going to happen if...
I agree. I will begin the head transplant immediately.
But! There was a but there, Nira. Hold on.
Hey, ladies. So, good news and bad news.
Safe by the gong, am I right?
Is that Carol? And Serpentine? Man, what did I miss?
Never mind that, General. Report.
Well, good news is, Murga's not at the palace no more.
Shang 2 has been retaken? Excellent work.
Thanks, but she kinda left on her own. Bad news is she took Pangu with her.
Didn't she say that Pangu was a vital component? So that means...
Bakunawa.
Yes! Yes! Bakunawa will soon be mine!
Are you trying to get beat up?
Oh, Murga also left a message. Sounded like it was meant for Lilac.
Me? Play it.
Hatchling, I know you and your friends are behind the efforts to sabotage my work in Perusa. I'm disappointed but not surprised. You still do not fully understand, and I wish to educate you. Meet me at these coordinates tonight. Come alone.
Trap! Trap, 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 trap!
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I'm trying to hustle the soldiers we have left in Shang-Tu for when you ambush Murga. You are ambushing Murga, right?
No.
Lilac, you do know that today is an opposite day, right?
You all go look for Spade. I can handle this.
You want us to work with you reprobates who stopped me from destroying this world?
I do. And unless you two want to fight over who let Spade get away with Syntax the worst, I'd suggest you two shake hands and get on with it.
Well, you heard Miss Hero Pants. My boss is your boss, Snake Boy.
Bah! Fine. I've made one terribly inconvenient alliance already. Why not make it two?
General, prepare your soldiers and have them do a sweep around Perusa for Spade. Mayor Zhao can assist with the transport.
Right. We'll see you there.
We're following Lilac, aren't we?
Absolutely.
This way! Follow me!
Bah! You're all so slow! I'm going on ahead. Once I defeat Murga, Bakunawa will be mine!
Wait! Come back! We're getting close! We should stick together!
Speaking of which, Mila, I'm sorry for running off like I did. I hope you can forgive me.
Oh, Lilac and I are both used to that by now. We call it pulling a Carol. We keep a list.
Oh, well, good. Good.
Actually, if you really want to apologize, you should apologize to Lady Mira. She took you leaving the hardest.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she was absolutely devastated. I don't think I've ever seen her that upset before. You really hurt her feelings, Carol.
Oh, really? Scary, Mira. I'm sorry for leaving you behind, but not for chasing my sister. I had to do that, you know? Cory's an annoying brat who keeps running off because of stuff she just won't explain. But she's family. You understand, right?
I suppose I do.
Found them! There!
I didn't know. I'm sorry.
Hatchling, Sash Lilac, come with me.
What?
There is nothing left for us here. We can go and never return. Leave the Earth Dragons to their machinations and fly to a new world.
And what happens to this world?
Does it matter? I see. In that case...
What's this meant to be?
A clever ruse.
No! Lilac!
Careful. Murga isn't yet aware of our approach. We should find the right time to...
Sneak attack!
Or now. Now is good.
Hold on, Lilac! This potion will fix you right up!
Guys, you came.
All right, giant fish lady, back off! Unless you want a face full of punches!
Indeed. Your schemes end here, Murga. Bakunawa will not rise this day.
What was that?
A redirection of the island's volcanic pressure to key fault lines. You may have disabled a few of our beacons, but not all.
Impossible! You needed Pengu. It was a vital component.
I'm no fool. It was installed well before your arrival.
No, we're too late.
Indeed. And that is why it is you who shall end here.
Welcome aboard May's luxurious sky fortress! Now with extra cannons! Hold on!
Hear me, Magister! The weapon that you Earth Dragons created, that brought death to so many of my people, will now be my salvation. Bakunawa will rise to the sky and devour your moon, giving her the energy she needs to leave this solar system. And we will sail the stars while this world rots. This planet is yours! Long may you reign vainglorious over a dead world!
There's no way we'd catch up with her now! She's flying too high and too fast!
This can't be happening.
I won't let it!
Lilac!
No!
So, the moon looks pretty undevoured.
What just happened?
The fool! She's clearly too far away for the mining laser to be effective. Unhand me at once! The cooperative General Serpentine is on your side, and he has a plan.
Let him go. We have an agreement. And you, talk!
It's simple. I have a small ship capable of chasing down the stolen weapon and evading any detection system she may have on board, which is more than I can say for your flying whale here.
Hey! Don't you listen to him, Marizal's luxurious sky fortress! He's just a mean, jealous reptile.
You will turn this vehicle over to us immediately, Snake. We will use it to take the fight to Murga.
Excuse me! First of all, it's my ship, so only I can pilot it. And second of all, no passengers! For the velocity I need to catch up to Bakunawa, I need the ship to be as light as possible.
So we are to put the fate of the world in your hands. I think not.
Maybe you could compensate for the additional weight somehow.
I suppose. But the calculations involved would be... Ah! Why even talk about it? I might have been able to do it with syntax. But without the drone, I'm just wasting my breath.
So that's it then. Murga really has won.
I'm going to talk to Serpentine.
Mila?
Don't worry. I can make him change his mind.
Never thought I'd see this place again. It's in pretty good shape.
Good work, General. It's good to be home.
Yeah, all things considered, this is the tidiest invasion ever. Wish all of our invaders were this neat.
Good news, everyone! Serpentine's agreed to take us with him!
Yes! Out of the goodness of my reptilian heart, I've decided that all 5 of us will stop the menace that is Murga.
Thanks, Serpentine. And great work, Mila. How did you manage to convince him?
Oh, I just made a promise. No biggie.
I hope you're all exactly as heavy as you look. Otherwise, this will be a short trip.
Rude assessment of our collective weight aside, I assume this interjection means we are ready to leave?
Weren't you listening to me before? I still need syntax for the vector calculations.
Then our course is clear. Track down Spade, beat him to within an inch of his life, and take syntax back from his broken fingers.
Sounds like a plan. We'll hold the fort down here. Before you go, though, Magister wants to see you girls. Something urgent, he says.
Yo, Magister, what's up?
Magister.
You summoned us, oh exalted one?
Thank you for coming. I wish to share the results of my research regarding Murga and the Water Dragon people. At first, what I found merely reaffirmed everything we already knew. That the Water Dragons turned violent, that Murga was their greatest warrior, that many Shangtusians died defending themselves from the Perusian scourge. Then I realized that the books I had read were all written by Earth Dragons and their descendants. I scoured the library for any book that could possibly recount history from a Water Dragon's perspective. I found it within a handwritten book of flowers and horticulture. There were various annotations by the author describing what was then to her current events. If what she wrote is true, then I'm so sorry, Lilac. Murga is right to be angry.
Magister.
I was hoping that, perhaps by speaking to her, I could persuade her from this course. Her grudge is against my people. The rest of the world need not suffer for our arrogance and conspiracy. But I suppose that hope is extinguished now.
No, I don't believe that.
Are you mad? She commands an aerial fortress capable of intergalactic flight and eating moons! The time to appeal to her better nature has long since passed.
Maybe I just don't want to be the last water dragon anymore, but I still want to try. The last centurion of a long-gone race? Isn't that someone worth talking to?
Someone of your own blood. Yeah, I get that.
Someone who may be afraid of being nothing more than a weapon.
Someone with the courage and discipline to do what is needed to be done. Very well. I suppose we can attempt to do the right thing. Should the situation arise.
Have I come at a bad time?
We acknowledge and welcome the King of Shuigong in the court of Shangtu.
Your Majesty! Hi!
King Dale, to what do we owe this unexpected pleasure?
Oh, this is just a casual state visit. I realized that we never properly thanked you for all your assistance in Shuigong. So I brought along this beautiful gift. And this wretched scoundrel of a brother.
Spade.
He busted me. I'm good. My men have the syntax drone under guard outside. From what I've gathered, you will need it to take down this Bakunawa?
Magnificent! You 4! Finish your business here. Once I've installed syntax on my ship, I'll be leaving immediately, so don't be late.
Adversity makes for strange bedfellows, it seems.
Indeed. I must make a request. When you encounter Murga, allow me to speak with her. Your communicator can act as a relay between us. I wish to make amends.
All right.
This is our final message, a message that we leave for the future. Although we will respect the wishes of your people and allow our influence to pass into legend, there will come a time in your history when you must learn the truth. When we were stranded here, we sought desperately to return to our world. We wasted countless years trying to find a way home, but we are no closer to an answer than when we started. We decided that helping your civilization survive and prosper was a more efficient use of our technology. We have condensed our energy reserves into a physical relic of extraordinary power. With proper care, you may one day use it to travel to the stars, to find the answers that we alone could never find. If you wish to know more, you'll have to access our internal database. I pray that it is still intact by the time you receive this message. May the winds of time carry you for eternity.
New entry, Cordelia, personal. Subject, Avalis Day. After many years, the restoration of Bakunawa is almost complete. Just in time for the anniversary of our landing on this planet. Avalis Day. Thinking about how far we've come makes me so proud to be an Earth Dragon. When we first crash-landed here, the natives didn't even have a name for this planet, much less the tools and technology to properly explore and utilize its resources. Now look at us. We have proper cities alight with modern conveniences, medicines and technological advancements for all. We've even put those ocean dwellers to work on Bakunawa, lifting them out of their primitive tribal ways. Avalis Day will be a grand celebration. End entry. New entry, Cordelia, personal. Subject, Bakunawa Rising. Bakunawa is now undergoing a full evaluation of the ship's systems. We are weeks away from having a fully functional spacecraft again. This is so exciting. However, I'm sad to report that not everyone shares in that excitement. There have been rumblings of dissatisfaction from the laborers working on Bakunawa's restoration, complaining about long hours and dangerous conditions. I think it's just a bunch of backtalk from some people who've had it too good for too long. My maid Perlis agrees, and she's one of them. Fortunately, she's one of the good ones. Spirits know some of these ocean dwellers need to learn their place. End entry. New entry, Cordelia, personal. Subject, Bakunawa abandoned. Something went wrong. We think it was an accident. I really don't know what to believe right now. The Bakunawa restoration project has been shut down. The ocean dwellers are angry. All of them. Perlis is gone, and so have all our other ocean dweller servants. When I asked Father where they went, he insisted that they'd taken time off to celebrate some kind of holiday. He wouldn't look at me when he told me that. When I asked about what happened with Bakunawa, he told me to mind my own business, still refusing to look at me. I think we've done something truly terrible today. End entry. New entry, Cordelia, personal. Subject, ocean dweller rumors. There's been talk of some kind of new threat arising from the ocean dwellers. A champion of immeasurable power, biologically engineered for war. I don't know how substantial these rumors are, but given their current level of righteous dissent, I wouldn't dismiss their ability to craft such a beast. Father is convinced that we've run out of options for dealing with these savages. If that's the case, then there isn't much time left. I have to act without his permission. I will leave the capital and head for Perusa to negotiate some kind of peace with the ocean dwellers. Surely they'll listen to reason. We're all living on this planet together after all. End entry. New entry, Cordelia, personal. Subject, trapped. My ocean dweller hosts have decided that, as the Magister's daughter, I would be more useful to them as a hostage. Marvelous. The nature of my imprisonment was discussed in a meeting between the ocean dwellers' elders and I, by which I mean I was present while a bunch of old men talked about me as if I wasn't there. It was several minutes before I realized what I'd assumed was a statue was actually another living being. But I knew who it had to be. The ocean dweller's champion. She was tall, dark, imposing, and she was staring directly at me the entire time. It was unsettling. Oh, Cordelia, what have you gotten yourself into? End entry. New entry, Cordelia, personal. Subject, her name is Murga. Well, I know the champion's name. Murga. She told me, after telling me that if I was planning any Earth Dragon shenanigans, she'd take my head clean off. Apparently, the champion had the impression that my people were all schemers and liars. She based this on a sampling of everyone she had ever killed. Charming. Champion or not, I was not about to be intimidated. So I told her that if my people were as she generalized, then hers must be equally psychologically homogeneous, meaning they were all as stupid as her. That earned me a glare before she stormed off. Ha! I win. Such a child. End entry. New entry, Cordelia, personal. Subject, attack of the Shopao hog. I decided to take a wander to the markets for some fresh Shopao for my favorite stall, and who should be there ahead of me? The champion, of course. Apparently, my favorite stall was hers too. And of course, she had to have it all. She needs all the energy she can get. Oh, but she can spare just one Shopao, so she picks one out of her bag and lays it on top of my head. Then, with the biggest smirk on her face, she stalked off, and the market crowd parted for her in a frightened scurry. Ugh, that woman! End entry. New entry, Cordelia, personal. Subject, no place for a hero. There was an attack by Earth Dragon forces on the beach today. The champion swooped in and simply destroyed the troops. It was ruthlessly efficient. Unfortunately, an ocean dweller child had been caught in the middle of the battle, and his cries summoned nearby adults, and they just stared. They saw the child in pain but refused to come any closer. The champion tried to comfort the child, but that only seemed to make his crying worse. Eventually, she left, and the adults rushed in. As the champion turned away, I could see the expressions of relief wash over their faces, and one of hurt flash over hers. End entry. New entry, Cordelia, personal. Subject, revenge of the Shopao. The champion was injured today, so despite her appearance, she isn't invincible after all. I stopped by the medical center as she was healing up. She was surprised to see me, and I said the feeling was mutual. Then I offered her a Shopao. One Shopao, out of a basket filled with Shopao that I was lugging around for emphasis. I have never seen a flatter stare. She took it anyway and mumbled something that sounded halfway between a thanks and a curse. I was happy to reciprocate with my own charming banter, and she could do nothing but glare at me from her bed. It was a fun afternoon. End entry. New entry, Cordelia, personal. Subject, flowers for Murga. Unexpectedly, the champion has an interest in flowers. I was wearing a small white flower with a delightful scent in my hair, when Murga identified it as a Sampaguita. It turns out that amongst the many things Murga was taught, horticulture had somehow been snuck in there as well. When I asked if she knew the name of more than one flower, she took immediate offense and dragged me to the nearest garden. She then started listing the names of the flowers there and their uses. I didn't have the heart to interrupt her. I've never seen her as happy as she was today. I like seeing her happy. End entry. New entry, Cordelia, personal. Subject, or fight. I tried broaching the subject of peace to Murga again tonight. She wasn't happy to talk about it and tried to distract me. I pointed out that if she and I could get along, why couldn't our people as well? She said it was impossible, that I was one of the good ones. I stormed out. I was rather furious at that point, mostly at myself. Well, now I know what being on this side of that comparison feels like. Stupid Cordelia. Murga found me later with some freshly picked moonflowers in hand and an apology. She knew exactly what to do and say. Got me wrapped around her fingers. End entry. New entry, Cordelia, personal. Subject, a war of attrition. Murga got hurt again. She tried to hide it from me, act as if it were a scratch, but I can tell from the way she carries herself that moving about was more difficult than usual. I suggested relaxing on the beach and watching the sunset, and she agreed immediately. She knows I know. I can see she's tired. This war has taken its toll on all of us, but most especially on Murga. She can't keep going like this. I have to convince our leaders that this isn't the only way. End entry. New entry, Cordelia, personal. Subject, in pursuit of peace. I've done it! I've convinced the elders of the Water Dragon Council to meet with the Magister in Shangtu, my old home. I think both sides expect some kind of duplicity, but I'm not worried. Murga will be with us to provide protection. If anything were to happen to us, she would cut through the country's troops like a hot knife through butter. And I think everyone is well aware of that. I have to go now. The caravan is leaving. Whatever happens next, I hope to free Murga of her role as the Ocean Dwellers champion. It won't be an easy road, but nothing worth doing is. End entry.
Three years have passed since the invasion that almost destroyed our world of Avalis. Brevin, the intergalactic warlord, had planned to steal the Kingdom Stone, source of energy for all our world's technology. With the help of Lilac, the Water Dragon warrior, and her friends, we drove back our alien attackers. But the scars of war remain. The Kingdom Stone has been shattered, its fragments scattered into the very air around us. Remnants of the alien attack force haunt us still, striking us at our most vulnerable, leaving us in a perpetual state of turmoil. The world of Avalis needs hope, but more than that, it needs heroes.
Enemies detected. Executing slaughter sequence number 2.
Belay that! These are our allies. For now.
We can hear you, you know. Anyway, you done tinkering yet?
There! All done! Now
we leave right now.
Excellent! To Bakunawa! Cha! What did you pack? Rocks?
Just brought a few potion materials to be on the safe side. And some lab equipment and safety equipment and...
Bah! Whatever! You're lucky I overcompensated for how heavy you lot are fourfold!
Rude assessment of our weight aside.
Engage!
As you wish, sir. Battle analysis complete. Sensors confirm a code black compatibility of 91%.
Brilliant! Then I'm heading straight for the power core!
You mean you know how to get there? Right. Of course not.
Spread out! We cannot allow Murga to trap us again.
Right.
Foolish children! You will die here!
Is everyone okay?
Roger, roger.
I am unable to contact Serpentine or Mila.
Sorry. I was just unpacking my things.
You do realize the urgency of our situation, correct?
Chill out, scary lady. Some of us need a pick-me-up.
Fine, but be quick.
Don't you guys get it? Murga's going to blow up the moon. That's kind of terrible.
You think I don't know that? Of course I do. Thought I could stick by her until it all made sense again, but having Bakunawa eat the moon, that's just nuts! Murga was supposed to give a voice to us outsiders from all over the world. Instead, she's just gonna destroy everything.
Whoa, that was a sudden change of heart. The two-timing traitor turncoats twice. Ha!
Yeah, I chose the wrong side, I admit it. But I don't want any part of this. You want to get slaughtered? You go right ahead. Murga's even more powerful now, and she's not in the mood for visitors.
Where did Short Stuff go? So, you've been there for how long now?
Oh, a while. Anna and I are friends now.
Short Stuff's name is... Ah.
Hey, friend. What's your name? See?
But, you know what? Forget it. I'm happy to drop this subject now. You sure he's okay?
I just want to see space and do awesome science. Science buddies!
Oh no, there's two of them now. Just keep him out of trouble, by which I mean no building robots.
I just can't shake you, can I?
Help us, Corey! I'm begging you!
Corazon, take her down.
What? No, that wasn't the deal! You promised protection!
Protection that I will rescind if you don't find a way to control your sister. Do it now, or I will silence her rebellion myself.
Corey...
I don't have a choice now.
You should have stayed away!
I had it all figured out. The world is toast. But at least I could have saved us. You just had to go and mess it all up.
Newsflash, Corey. If Murga destroys the moon, then what are we going to do? Play card games while we watch the world drown?
At least we'd have each other.
Seriously? When did you become such a coward? Maybe the fight is hard, impossible even, but I'd rather go out fighting alongside my friends than help a giant fish lady kill the world. That's like common sense 101.
Always the blunt one.
No! I'll kill you!
Don't be selfish, child. Your sister wanted the two of you together, and now you are. Leave this ship, and you may yet have time to save her.
Mila, come in! I'm bringing my sister. She needs help.
Okay, I'll get my supplies.
Is she gonna be okay?
She should be fine. I gave her a double dose of some of my strongest potions. It might make her a little... Oh! Everything tastes like raisins! Yeah, she'll need to rest for a while.
Good evening, loathsome vermin. This ship is now under the command of General Serpentine. I hate to disappoint my former allies, but in light of my desire to leave this wretched planet, the moon harvesting will proceed as planned.
That's a relief. Now we don't have to play Betrayal musical chairs. I was getting super confused.
Hello? He's still gonna blow up the moon.
Stick with the plan. We need to stop Bakunawa no matter who's in charge.
Yeah! Get lost! I'm done with you already!
How about you get lost?
And enjoy your spectacular demise! Minions! Show them no mercy! War Dog! Sick 'em!
War Dog? Huh?
Me?
Yes, you! Do you see any other traitors around here?
Well, honestly, I didn't think you'd make it this far.
Oh, what a surprise! Betrayed by the very pup I trusted to betray her friends. Ha! Too bad for you. I have prepared for every contingency. In this game of chess, I hold all the cards.
That's not how you...
This dog is a traitor to you by birthright. It doesn't matter if she refuses to fight for me. After all, we hail from the same planet. The homeland of the magnificent Lord Brevin!
What? Mila's from wherever he's from? That would explain a lot, actually.
Of course! We even made a deal for her to go home in exchange for slaughtering the lot of you!
No! I mean, I guess it's true about me not being from this planet. And I'm not a traitor! I'm not a monster!
That's right. Whatever the opposite of a monster is, that's what you are.
Thank you. I'm not going with you, Serpentine, and that's final!
Four of a kind! Checkmate! Syntax! Resonance link!
Established. Please stand by.
Mila! All right, Snake Man, get ready for Punch Central!
Impossible! This can't be! With the power of Syntax, I should be invincible! Curse you! Well, no matter! With Code Black installed, I can simply flood this chamber with my robots! Then we'll see who has the last No! No! What happened?
A bold move, General. But the will of Bakunawa has been restored. You have 10 seconds to leave.
Gotta go! I had all the
That felt good. That felt really good. Look out, world! There's a new Mila in town!
So, would it be okay if old Carol asked new Mila for potions?
Oh, sure! No problem! And, thank you again for believing in me.
Murga!
You should have run.
Let there be no more death today, Murga. This planet should not have to suffer for the sins of my people.
Hollow words from a boy who grew up in a palace built on those sins.
I know that the Earth Dragons, my people, had enslaved your own. I know of the accidental test fire of Bakunawa's mining laser, killing thousands of water dragons in the blink of an eye. All these events and more were excised from history by Earth Dragon hands. I apologize for my complicity through ignorance.
You think that a mere apology can erase our suffering?
No. And that is why I intend to bring this secret history to light. Tell the world what really happened, and venerate the Water Dragon's struggle against my people's tyranny. Everyone will know what the Earth Dragons have done. Please, let this world live. To be remembered as slaves who rebelled against their masters and lost? Or the monsters that killed the world? What choice do I really have as the one final breath of the Water Dragons? Wait, you don't have to...
All right, giant fish lady. Time we finish this.
The blood of my people has been spilled, and there is but one way to repay that. I was created for battle. You merely play at it. Not yet! It's not over yet! No! The Earth Dragons must suffer! The Water Dragons will have justice! I will have my revenge!
Parameters met. Initiating playback.
Hello again, love. I pray that you'll hear these words somehow, because I know that this isn't all we'd hoped for, and I'm so sorry. Marie, I wish I could be there with you right now. But I hope that no matter what happens, you'll find your own happiness.
No, there has to be more. There has to be something else. Play it again! Bring her back! Bring her back! Please. Please, I just want to see her one more time. Please.
You know, if she cared about you, I don't think she would have wanted to see you like this.
Syntax! I thought we blasted her off the ship along with Serpentine.
Code Black version 2 initiated. Termination protocols initiated. Mood harvesting to commence as scheduled.
Something's coming this way! How many times are we gonna have to save the moon before it stays saved?
Keep up your spirits, Wildcat. Let us put a stop to this.
Go. I won't resist. I have much to think about.
Parasites flowing in my veins.
Guys, I don't think this is working!
The creature is regenerating faster than we can damage it.
We need to overload the system! Hit it as hard as you can! That works!
Murga? I started this. It's only right that I end it as well.
All right, girls, let's finish this.
Central Command Core offline. Engines offline. Escape pods offline. Distress beacon active. Planetary command in 5 minutes.
We have to leave. It's not safe here.
I'm going ahead to get Corey.
Good luck! Be careful!
Murga, move!
There's no point. Leave me.
No! Come with us! We'll find a point! Just don't...
Ah! Lilac! No!
Hold on! I've got you!
By the collective efforts of our three kingdoms, the threat of Bakunawa has come to an end. Yet as the moon we defended so passionately fades into the horizon, I cannot help but dwell on the unsettling truth that has been revealed to us. What is punishment enough for conspiracy to silence an entire world? Will an act of forgiveness lead to peaceful resolution? Or will it buckle under the weight of those unwilling to change? Perhaps there is no perfect answer. Nevertheless, I feel it is my duty to pursue an outcome that I believe would break the cycle of conflict that has consumed our world for generations. The atrocities of our past should never be forgotten, but neither should they be repeated. Under regular circumstances, our laws would pronounce your deeds to be acts of war, and in the former sergeant's case, treason. Such crimes would be punishable by life in prison, or even death. However, these are not regular circumstances. In light of certain facts that have been brought to light, the severity of your punishments will be reduced. I hereby sentence the four of you to 6 months of community service. You will remain in Shangtu for the duration of your sentence, to clean up the mess caused by your callous disregard for our property.
And you'd better do a good job. Those fossils in the museum ain't gonna rebuild themselves, you know.
As you wish.
Captain Kalaw will do as the Hammer of Justice wills.
Well, on the bright side, I guess you get to see me more often, sis.
As for your ringleader, we have found neither hide nor tail of Murga in Bakunawa's wreckage. We would have offered her clemency in the same manner as you, but I strongly suspect she would not have cared for an Earth Dragon's ruling. And now I declare this ruling to be concluded. General Gong will hand out your assignments. Nira, may I have a private word with you and your friends? How fares Sash Lilac?
She hasn't woken up yet. She's strong, though, so I wouldn't be surprised if she's up and about in a day or so.
That is good to hear. And thank you, all of you. Once again, the day is saved thanks to your efforts.
Pshaw, saving the world, no worries. Well, actually, Scary Lady here was new to all this, but we showed her the ropes.
Yes, however, would I have survived without your apt tutelage?
See? She even picked up a sense of humor.
There is something else. Now that we are aware of the full facts behind my people's rule and abuse of power, it would be disgraceful to continue as if nothing has changed. Which is why I am stepping down as the leader of Shangtu.
What? No, Magister, you can't!
I must. If change is to happen, then it has to come from within. We will take a page from our neighboring city and appoint a new leader through free elections. In the meantime, a regent must be appointed to oversee the proceedings are fair and just. I was hoping that you would fulfill that role, Mira.
Me? What?
I mean, it makes a lot of sense. Who's the most honorable person we know who'd protect and defend Shang-Tu at all costs?
Yeah, and we have the freeze burns and jail time to prove it. Seriously, though, innocent until proven guilty next time.
I would be honored, but surely there are others just as loyal.
Perhaps. But none of them have battled a water dragon centurion on a spaceship that was about to eat the moon. That is both a rare sentence and achievement.
In that case, it would be my honor to accept this duty. I will not fail our people, nor leave our lands undefended.
Excellent. Then I pronounce you Regent Nira Lee of Shang-Tu.
Woo! Congratulations, Lady Nira!
Yeah, major congrats, Scary Lady. I mean, Regent Scary Lady.
Thank you. But what will you do now, Magister?
There is still so much history lost or hidden away by the Earth Dragons. My intention is to roam the world of Avalis, to try and document what remnants may remain. But for now, get some rest, and I shall prepare what duties lie ahead of you as Regent.
I can't believe this! These assignments are complete, Delta Sierra!
What's up, Corey?
This whole boondoggle is what? I thought we were getting it easy, but not only do I have to repair the palace brick by brick, the Sigwad is getting recommissioned to be an official part of the Perusian Air Force.
I thought you worked for Perusa anyway.
Yeah, but not officially. Everyone's trying to tie me down, I swear.
So that means for the next 6 months, I'm gonna be seeing you around the palace a lot, right? You know what that means.
Oh no. Carol, please. Mercy. Was I really that bad a sister?
Aw, it's okay, Corey. I know I was a crane in the net.
Was that? Oh, it has begun.
Nailed it! Honestly, us spending so much time together is gonna cement our relationship.
La 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 la!
Aw, come back! I was just building up to my good material! Hey, sure you should be moving around so much? Where are you going?
I heard that they never found Murga, so that's what I'm going to do. I think she deserves to know that someone's thinking of her and make sure she's okay.
Same old Lilac. Can't you be little Miss Hero Pants some other time?
Not a chance. Besides, this might be my only chance to find out more about the water dragons. And maybe even something about my parents.
Cool. I gotta stay and make sure my sister does all right. Mila and Scary Lady have got their own things going on, too. You gonna be okay by yourself?
Of course. Even a falling spaceship isn't enough to stop a dragon.
Fair enough. Catch you later, Lilac.
Catch you later, Carol.
Lilac! You guys got here a little late. She's gone off to find Murga.
Oh, last of the water dragon's business?
Ah, so she's pulling a Carol. I see.
You guys are never gonna let me live that down, are you?
Never.
When do you think she'll come back?
Given her inclination towards heroics, I would presume we would merely have to weather some kind of alien invasion, and she would come running back.
You're not wrong there.
I could put on a cape, laugh maniacally, and declare my plan to conquer the world.
Please do not.
Hello again, love. It's me, Cordelia. I pray that you'll hear these words somehow, because it will mean that you've been freed from your crystal prison. I know that this isn't all we'd hoped for, and I'm so sorry. What happened to the water dragons was a travesty, and the passage of time has not been kind to their memory. I wish I could be there with you right now. We had so much ahead of us. But I hope that no matter what happens, you'll find your own happiness. And who knows, perhaps we'll even be together again. Someday. But for now, my work isn't over. Not yet. End entry.